Take a chance. Live your life for just one night.
Hey everybody, welcome back. As much as I love buffets and all-you-can-eats, there's another style eating that I really love. It's similar to a gourmet meal that has 12 courses. Because the portions are small, you can try a variety of different foods. Rather than having one large dish that you can barely finish, you have the option to try a variety of bites. Each bite designed to give you that incredible taste in one bite. These are tapas, and my favorite kind of tapas is called izakaya. Izakayas are primarily drinking establishments that offer a variety of foods presented in small portions, little bites. So they're kind of like tapas bars. Las Vegas has some good ones, but one of my favorite places of all time is called HACHI. It's a cozy place in Chinatown on Spring Mountain in Jones, just a few minutes from the strip. It's a cozy place, but just because it's small and not large doesn't mean people don't know about it. This place draws a crowd for the quality of food and the experience, and maybe you can experience it too. This place has a variety of sake, beer, and Japanese whiskey, and even some fruit soju. And when you add the incredible food into the mix, this turns into an awesome experience. They are famous for their yakitori. Yakitori is grilled Japanese skewers. The thing about the skewers here is that they use binchotan charcoal. This binchotan charcoal is imported from Japan. It is the purest charcoal known on earth. It is sometimes called white charcoal. It's made from oak. It retains high heat and burns for a very long time. And because of the high carbon content, it's odorless and brings out the natural flavors of the food. The heart and soul of their operation is located right in the center of the restaurant. This is where they dish out this incredible food, and you can see them doing this right in front of you. This is where it happens. These are kurobota sausages. These might not look that impressive, but these are amazing. They have so much flavor. They have a pretty thick skin that has a snap to it. It's kind of like Pink's hot dogs, only these have more of a snap and a thicker skin. And they're served with this Dijon type mustard and a little bit of ketchup. You can see the skin hanging off. When you bite into these, you can feel that snap in the skin as you bite into it. And then you get that mouthful of flavorful juice from these sausages. If you like hot dogs or sausage, you will love these. They have many different kinds of skewers, like this is chicken cartilage, the cartilage that has a crunch to it, and then bacon wrapped tomatoes. And this is chicken skin, just the skin, the really flavorful part of the chicken that's just grilled over that binchotan charcoal, and it's got that smoky flavor along with the fatty and great flavor of the chicken. I like to pair it with the cartilage. The breading on the cartilage is extremely flavorful, and the crunchy texture is uniquely pleasing. For me, it's a great item to pair with the chicken skin. And the chicken skin, I forgot to mention, has a little bit of a sweetness. I think it's kind of like a teriyaki sauce, but the flavor of the chicken skin really comes through. And if you're drinking beer or sake, the combination is an addiction waiting to be discovered. This is enoki mushrooms wrapped in bacon. The enoki mushroom is the thin, stringy type of mushroom that has a great texture. It's a firm and crunchy texture. Wrap it with bacon, you have something that tastes incredible. And they also have pork belly, but I kind of skipped over that and I went straight to this. This is Wagyu beef. This is A1 grade short rib. So along with all the other items, they have quite a selection of skewers, and this is not even half of them. The Wagyu beef is great, but it's a short rib, so it's got a little bit of fat on it, which I didn't mind. And it's a little more tender than you would expect from your average cheap short rib. So this is a great flavor once again, and it was cooked to a perfect medium rare. It was tender and extremely flavorful, and you get all that smoky flavor from the charcoal grill. It wasn't overly sweet, it wasn't overly seasoned. It had a little bit of salt and pepper on it, and this was a great item to get too. I've got to have some kind of a beef, and if you like beef, you definitely got to try their Wagyu selection here. I would have ordered more beef items, but there were so many things to try, such as their seafood. This is smelt or shishamo. They usually have roe inside. It's surprisingly good, especially grilled. And then they have your shrimp with tartar sauce and then scallops in soy sauce and butter. The butteriness mixed with the soy sauce gives it that great flavor. The tartar sauce was mild and unique, and it added a great flavor to the shrimp. Scallops and shrimp, they were both winners. They also have duck and balsamic vinegar, some kind of a balsamic vinegar sauce, a great complement to the duck meat. All of the items were really good. They even had things like Wagyu beef tongue. And then this is chu toro. This is from a bluefin tuna, the red meat. This is usually quite expensive and served on special occasions. This is a fatty tuna. That means this is incredibly good, and you can tell by the price. This is the soft part of the tuna that's usually found near the skin along the back and the belly. This has an extremely rich and mellow flavor. It's almost like butter, the taste, and it just melts in your mouth. They also have different kinds of carpaccios. On this occasion, I decided to go with the halibut carpaccio. I happen to like halibut quite a bit. This is the halibut mixed with uni, the halibut uni carpaccio in ponzu sauce. This was kind of a unique item, so I decided to give it a try. But I really like the halibut. It's a white fish, it's very light, and it's served with ponzu sauce. They also served it with the perilla leaf or sesame leaf, and it was really good. They also have oysters. If you come for their late night menu from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., they are $1 a piece. But these oysters are always here and they're so fresh. And I love the fact that they are chilled to the perfect temperature. The oysters at Hachi doesn't come with a red cocktail sauce or horseradish. It comes rather with a ponzu style sauce and a little dab of wasabi if that's the route that you want to go. Here's an item that I've never tried before. This is monkfish liver or ankimo. This is referred to commonly as foie gras of the sea. It was very rich and creamy. It had a light irony taste, similar to liver, but very light. It was actually a very pleasing delicacy. This is their sashimi salad. It's dominated more by leafy lettuce and spinach rather than your classic iceberg lettuce. The salads are light and refreshing, and they are really good with any type of meal that you choose to have at this place. And here's a tip for you. If you're ordering sushi or yakitori, be sure to ask how many pieces you get per order. Notice that the prices that I put on this video all say the price per order. They have fried oysters here served with type of a tartar sauce, and they also have some really good cheesy items like this mochi cheese bacon. Mochi is a chewy rice cake that goes really good with bacon and cheese. I also tried their meatball with cheese. The meatball was marinated and it was a little bit on the sweet side. I did save room for dessert though. This is their honey toast, their monster honey toast. At first when I saw this, I was like, how am I gonna finish this thing? But it's actually hollowed out on the inside, not completely. At the bottom they did leave some bread inside, topped with vanilla ice cream. Outside was pretty crusty, maybe a little powdered sugar. It was drizzled with honey, and there was a good amount of honey, so be sure to mix it with your ice cream. It was a pretty good dessert. And that about does it for me at HACHI. And this place I've been to more than a few times. This place is really good in Las Vegas. If you want to try an awesome food experience, check out HACHI. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.